Hey guys, this is Brian Dahlberg from Brian's Fish Tanks on YouTube, and we're kind of taking a tour of my fish room today. Welcome to my fish room. I've been in the hobby since 1989 when I started college, and I've been going strong ever since, and now I've got a fish room with about 40 tanks. So I got into the hobby when I went to college. A few people in my dorm rooms had little 10-gallon fish tanks with some sort of tetras or something like that in it, and I just really liked it. So I went out and bought myself one, and then it just started to grow from there. Next thing you know, I had a piranha in my dorm room that everyone was coming by to take a look at every day. Went to Oscars like a lot of people do when they're new to the hobby, and it just kind of took off and snowballed. When we moved into this house 10 years ago, I had a lot of space for activities, if you will, and started adding and made a huge fish room. I've got display tanks upstairs in the living area, and then all these tanks down here in the fish room. All right, so these are my Festae pair, female and male. They're pretty new to my fish room. I've had them maybe 2 or 3 months, and then I got about 8 red hook silver dollars in there as well. The female, she's just beautiful when she's really colored up. She's unfortunately not looking the greatest as far as her bright orange colors today, but you can see the male too. He's got really nice golden, orangish and reddish type colors in him as well. These are probably 4 to 5 year old fish. Had them shipped in to me a couple of months ago from a guy. I think he was out on the East Coast. He was getting ready to go to college and wanted to get rid of them, so flew them in via Delta Cargo and enjoyed them ever since. All right, so this is my Flowerhorn. This is a 9.9 King Comfa. Came from California at, I think it's called Flowerhorn Craze or something like that. I've had him since he was probably 5-6 inches or so, and he's really started growing. You can get him down by you. He's just, if you really can zoom in, he's got an awesome pattern on his nuchal hump, or the other name that Flowerhorn enthusiasts like to call it.
What's the other name?
It's spelled K-O-K. I'll try to keep it clean for you.
Yeah.
Actually, I think they pronounce it Coke, though. I'm not sure. But yeah, he's got some beautiful colors, and he's really personable too. He reacts every time I come down here, and he's ready to eat.
Yeah.
This is a red Magma Flowerhorn. Same thing, I bought him when he was 4 inches, 5 inches or so, and he's grown out. I've had him probably 3-4 years now, and probably not as colorful and cool looking as the other one, but he's still a real nice, personable fish, and he's got some pretty neat red colors on him. He doesn't have a name, so just call him the Flowerhorn, I guess.
Yeah, the colorations on it are awesome.
Yeah. So he's got this really weird black freckle on his lip too down there. I don't know.
That a lot. So is it a mole? It's a mole.
Mole, mole, mole. All right, so this is my first attempt at saltwater. It's about a 3-year-old tank now. It's a, 29-gallon Coral Life BioCube, and it's been a struggle, but overall rewarding tank, I guess, over the past 3 years. Lost a lot of corals, but I've had a lot of success, and I've got a handful of cool-looking fish in there, some clowns, 6-line wrasse. There's a really cool purple and yellow Royal Grama right up front right now. And then there's a really cool red and white goby with a pistol shrimp that kind of hides in that cave down there. I don't know if he'll come out to get in front of the camera for you, but yeah, some of the different corals. I don't know, I've got some hammer coral, leathers. There's a couple of different anemones in there, and just a fun little tank, kind of my first attempt at saltwater, and kind of made me want to get another one, so I upgraded to a 125-gallon across the room here. So this is the 125-gallon saltwater tank. This is just a little over a year old. I think June or July of 2017 is when I started setting it up. And I've got a few different tangs in here, a hippo tang, yellow tang, naso tang, purple tang. Quite a variety of corals, mostly soft stuff, but I do have some like Monty plating type corals and things like that. There's a really cool diamond goby right up front and center right now that likes to do a lot of digging. There's some saltwater shrimp in here too that when they come out they look pretty cool. So everything in here is basically about just a little over a year old, so I've had fairly good growth in the last year, especially some of these nice, like this green hammer coral colony and some of the frog spawn and stuff like that. Not super hard to keep coral by any means, but for somebody who hasn't had a lot of history behind it, it's kind of nice and rewarding.